Hi, it's Ryan from Knights Around the Table. A little bit something different for you today. This is a box that was sent to me by an illustrious Patreon supporter, excuse me, by the name of DMExplains. That's his handle, that's not what his parents named him, I don't think. He heard that I was running out of games to talk about and decided, out of the goodness of his heart, to send me a couple. Oh my gosh, how amazing is that? So this is the box. And note, it's marked expedited parcel, which in Canada Post Talk means 3 days after you intend for it to get there. This is the most exciting thing that has probably ever happened to me in June. I'm right jazzed about this, and it's really cool. DMExplains, by the way, I should plug his YouTube channel. He's a electrical engineering prof. Hope it's electrical. He's an engineering prof down in America land, and he actually has a YouTube channel where he teaches people engineering skills. So if you're interested in engineering, you don't have to be a student where he professes. You can actually go and check out all his teachings there. He also does silly song parodies. He plays a bit of guitar. So we're checking out, and I'll pop the link down there, up there, wherever you want to click to find it. DMExplains has great taste in games, and since he follows the channel, our tastes don't always overlap, but I think that he has a really good sense of what I like. So I'm really excited to see what's in this box. And I think there are two things in here, and I'm going to unbox one of them for you, but first I wanted to capture on camera me opening the initial box. And I'm gonna see what's inside, but you're not. I thought it'd be fun that way. So, fun for me maybe. I don't know if you're excited about that at all. So I'm not even gonna switch to that overhead camera. I'm just gonna take a little peek. I have no idea, again, what's in here. I'm pretty excited to see. It's full of papers. Oh my gosh. Munchkin. Forget this. No, it's not Munchkin. It's not Munchkin at all. It's actually something that I was super excited about, and it's in there. I want to see what the other thing is. Hold on. I wonder if I can blur out what's in the... Oh, I don't know if I can do that. Hold on. I'm going to put it on the floor. Okay, so the thing on top of the box, super exciting, and I hope that's what I get to open right now. The other thing... Oh, no way! Very well done. Yes, excellent. Great picks both. Oh my gosh. What should I show you? Oh man, that's a hard one. Okay, I'm gonna do the first one. This is the first in the mystery unboxing series. And then I'll do the second one in a part 2. So make sure you check out part 2. And if it's available now, click the I up there or look down below in the comment section and you'll see the link to it. Part 1 is Res Arcana. Arcana? Another of my Patreon supporters got on my case for the way I pronounce that. Arcane. It's arcane lore, arcane mysteries, Res Arcana, not Arcana. There we go. So, Res Arcana, what do I know about it? It's by Tom Lehman, and I know why DMExplains picked this one up for me. Great choice, by the way, because I was really excited to play it. And DMExplains himself is a massive Race for the Galaxy fan, and I think it's his favorite game. And this is by the same guy who did that game. And amazingly, I mean, this is generosity here. The 2 games that he put in this box, DMExplains did, are games that he himself doesn't even own, I believe. So, that, I mean, come on. I can't thank you enough. Thank you so much. That's absolutely incredible. So, this is by Tom Lehman, and you may have seen a series that I've been doing called The Secret Life of Board Games. I did that for Dice Tower's Board Game Breakfast. And I wrote to Tom Lehman and asked if he had any secrets that he could tell us about from his games. And he wrote me back and he gave me a big pile of secrets for Race for the Galaxy and for this game. And I can't actually talk about the secrets that he told me for this game because I didn't have this game. And I like to sort of have it on the table and to show it and to kind of know what I'm talking about. So that's why this is amazing. What a great pick. And I heard it's a cool game too. So, without further ado, let's crack into it. What do I know about Res Arcana? Arcana. Precious little. Tom Lehman, I know that it involves magicians. Well, let's just read the little blurb on the back, shall we? In a high tower, you have to read it in that voice, there's a footnote. In a high tower, an alchemist prepares potions using vials filled with otherworldly fluids. In a sacred grove, a druid grinds herbs for a mystical ritual. In the catacombs, a necromancer summons a bone dragon. Oh my word. Welcome to the world of Res Arcana. In it, life, death, Elon. What is Elon? And gold are the essence that that fuel the art of magic. Elon, I've never heard of that. Is that like umami? Anyway, choose your mage, gather essences, craft unique artifacts, and use them to summon dragons, conquer places of power, and achieve victory. Very cool. Neat. The magic, your magic users, you got magic, that you got a magic. Let's crack it open. Sandcastle Games. I don't think that I own a single other thing by Sandcastle Games. I've honestly, before this very moment in time, I've never heard of Sandcastle Games. Woo! But I wonder how that goes. You know, like Tom Lehman had such a hit with Race for the Galaxy, and then he's designing a new game, and I wonder how that works with publishers. Like, wouldn't Rio Grande want to work with him again on another game? Or is it just kind of like even successful people have to, go around knocking on doors and saying, will you work with me on this? And if they don't have faith in it or they don't have slots, maybe not. I don't know. One of my favorite stories, this is a complete aside, but one of my favorite stories is about Frank Herbert, who wrote stuff set in his Dune universe before the book existed, and he put it, as most sci-fi authors do, in, sci-fi magazines that were just little short snippets. And then he wrote the full novel, and he had to go shopping it around. And doors closed in his face everywhere. On Frank Herbert, the author of Dune, before he was Frank Herbert, the author of Dune, of course. And so finally, the publishing company that picked up Dune was better known for, I think, tractor manuals, like technical manuals for farm equipment. And they decided to take a chance on this scrappy upstart named Herbert, and the rest was Dune. Come on. So, I don't know if it's a similar thing with board games. This is going to be a silent one, I can tell. There's no rubbing, there's no friction. This is going to be whisper quiet. Yeah, box fartometer 0. What is inside the box? Of course, an instruction booklet. Really nice. Like, you can tell when care has been taken in a game when it got a really nice instruction booklet, and this one looks beautiful. The one thing I do think I have heard about this game, and of course you can't really go by what other people say, by the way, 12 pages long, is I've heard it was divisive. I heard that some people really enjoyed it and other people didn't really enjoy it, because I get the sense that they were expecting something different than what it actually was. But forget that, I'm really excited about it. Yeah, Calm and Elon there. So it looks like Elon is... I mean, I know that's the French word for moose. Is it like calm and moose? That doesn't seem right. Calm and Elon. Elon, I guess, is another... Oh, it's got a fire, so maybe it's passion, bravery, courage, anger, malice. I'm not too sure what Elon means. I'm going to have to look that up. Of course, if you know and you're just sitting there going, oh my God, it means this, obviously, you moron, tell me in the comments below. That would be lovely. But this is really neat. Check this out. This is an insert. I always like it when boxes have really interesting inserts. So this is both part of the insert, and it looks like a little tray to dish out your magic bits. So all the ones that they mention on the back of the box are represented here, including moose and mana. I forget what the other 3 were because I wasn't paying attention. And if you were to give me a quiz on this right now, Professor, there's no way. What else do we have? We have little tokens. These probably aren't money, but they have a 5 in the middle of them. That's the most I can tell you about those. I don't know. They've got a 5. Yes, tell us more, Ryan. And then cards. Interesting that these cards aren't... Oh, I'm sorry, they're tiles. I was going to say they're cards, but they're not wrapped. No, they're tiles representing various things. Transmutation, which is an alchemist concept, turning something into gold. Research, alchemy. with little conversion rates on the bottom. This thing has the first player token right there, a little wax seal in the middle. Another one of those tiles with a conversion on the back, on the bottom. This one says protection. A few more. A few more. Death, life. Oh, that's what the black and the green mean. Divination. And here we go, some cards. These ones are wrapped. So let's see what else is in the box. We'll do a little quick inventory. These are, oh, I thought these were cards. These are actually more tiles. These look like player boards, don't they? So you're the green player, or you're the scary necromancer death player. Oh, there, Catacombs of the Dead. There's the necromancer player. Cursed Forge, Dragon's Lair. Neato. We're gonna see some dragons in here. Is there anything here? Oh, that's interesting. It looks like there's a spot for a die, but I don't see a die anywhere. So I wonder if that's an expansion thing or if I've just missed it and it's somewhere else in one of these. Nope, those are all tokens. I don't see a place for, I don't see a die anywhere. It's mysterious. Maybe it's magic. I don't know. All right, so let's take a look at these cards. I found more and more that board games, I mean, they design the game with the expansion either in mind or completely planned out already. So you open a game and you'll find there's stuff in there, and even in the rule book, it'll say, well, this will pay attention, you know, when you play the expansion. You're like, what expansion? This game just came out. What's going on? So maybe that's the situation here. They've got that spot for a die because there's a die in the expansion. If I were to estimate the number of cards in this deck, I would put it at probably 50,000. It says Res Arcana on one side. Arcana. I'm so sorry. Arcana. And on the other side, there are a couple of player guides to tell you what the different symbols mean. Not too many symbols in here. It's actually not too overwhelming. And what a difference, I have to say, between the instruction booklet we just looked at, which looks beautiful and at first glance nicely laid out, and the instruction booklet for A Race for the Galaxy, which I find overwhelming and overly technical looking, and it just really is scary and puts me off. And I know that there was a barrier to a lot of people learning how to play that game with the instruction booklet, which is like, oh my gosh. I said before, it looks like a dishwasher manual. Much nicer this way out. I think that might be down to, you know, the publisher, or the artist and technical writers they hired to put this all together. They've got different character cards. I wish I had my little side camera so I could show you these a little bit more close up. The art's really nice. There's a transmuter, an artificer, a druid, a witch, a necromancer, all magic types, magic archetypes. And then for items, we have dragon teeth. The art looks really nice, actually. Elemental spring, hand of glory. It looks like, you know what this reminds me of? With the little, I'm assuming, cost up here and then effect down here. It reminds me of looks like a slightly more complicated Century Spice Road. That's just a wild guess. I don't know if it's anything like it, but it looks, that's just what it's reminding me of. Gorgeous artwork though. Look, magical shard, tree of life, celestial horse, dancing sword, very pretty. These are all unique too. Every single one has a unique piece of artwork on it. Dwarven pickaxe, dragon egg, king of Midas, ring of Midas. My gosh, I can't read. Fiery whip, corrupt altar. So there's some for all different schools of magic, including if you're a necromancer and you're worried that you're not represented, your people aren't showing up. There they are. Nice. Oh, and here are the dragons that were much allotted by the back of the box. Forgive my focus here. I set my camera to not change focus, but it's not listening. Water dragon, earth dragon, bone dragon, creepy. Wind dragon or wind dragon, depending on how you know that's not. Arcana versus Arcana, no. Sea serpent, Great Pyramid, not a dragon, mausoleum, temple, oracle. So these are some buildings that you can get into or construct. Really nice, really nice. Yeah, cool looking stuff. Less complicated actually than I thought that it would be. It looks like this will be kind of like a cinch to learn. And I really wonder if my kids will be excited about it. I know that my youngest daughter, Isabel, for Christmas 2 years ago, I picked up all the D&D manuals for her because she, what do I say about Isabel? She has a fantastic imagination, but other girls her age are kind of getting into, imagination for them is a little kid thing. I think that's a real shame. And so I wanted a, you're gonna laugh at this, I wanted a more socially acceptable way for her to continue to use her imagination. So I chose D&D, which might sound like that's the nerdiest thing possible. It should become more of a social outcast. But D&D is kind of coming back, and it's kind of being made ever so slightly cool again. So it's not quite the bully magnet that it once was in the 80s. Yeah, I wonder if she'll be interested in it. I don't know. I'm going to try it out with her, and I'm really excited because if I learn to play this one and sort of get more well apprised of it, more into it, then I'll be able to tell you the secrety secrets that Tom Lehman told me about the development of this game and the little stuff that he hid in different cards and tokens and things. So really excited about that. Again, thank you from the bottom of my heart to DMExplains for supplying this to me. And the other thing that's in the box, check it out a little bit later for part 2. Thank you for watching this one. If you would like to become a patron, you do not have to be as generous as DMExplains is. The lowest tier is $3, but you don't even have to back at $3. You can back at $1 if you want to. And if you do that, I really appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. And you will get access to the Discord server, which everyone has access to, so it's not that exciting, but you get access to special channels that other people don't have access to. And on those special channels, I tell you all the behind the scenes secret of what's going on and what I'm working on before it's even out. And then occasionally I will put up videos so that you can see them before anybody else. And then once we reach critical mass, I'll be able to put out more polls so you can have a vote as to what you'd like to see me work on next. So pretty cool stuff. Consider it, and I really appreciate you watching. Even if you don't become a backer, you're welcome here. Thanks so much.
Did you just watch that whole thing? Oh, hey, to 100% this video, click the badge to subscribe, and then click the bell to get notifications when I've got new stuff.